Steve Jobs' Stanford Commencement Speech, 2005. Lessons in Life and Resilience. Today, I want to revisit one of the most iconic speeches of our time, delivered by none other than Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple Inc. In 2005, Steve Jobs stood before Stanford University graduates and shared three powerful stories from his life. These stories encapsulate lessons about connecting the dots, love and loss, and the inevitability of death. His speech remains a timeless guide to living a purposeful and resilient life. 1. Connecting the dots. Steve Jobs began his speech with a story about dropping out of college. He enrolled at Reed College but dropped out after just 6 months. However, he stayed around, auditing classes that interested him, including a calligraphy course. At the time, it seemed like a random decision with no practical application. Years later, when designing the first Macintosh computer, Jobs used his knowledge of typography to create beautiful fonts, which became a hallmark of Mac's design. Jobs' key message here was, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward." He encouraged the audience to trust that the dots will connect in the future, even if the path seems unclear at the moment. This philosophy emphasizes the importance of following your intuition and pursuing what feels right, even if it doesn't make immediate sense. 2. Love and loss. The second story was about love and loss. Jobs spoke candidly about being fired from Apple, the company he co-founded. At the age of 30, he was ousted in a very public and painful manner. Devastated, he thought about leaving Silicon Valley altogether, but instead, he found a renewed sense of purpose and began 2 new ventures, Next and Pixar. Both were incredibly successful, and his work at Next eventually led to his return to Apple. Jobs highlighted that getting fired from Apple was one of the best things that ever happened to him. It allowed him to rediscover his passion and approach his work with fresh creativity. His advice was clear. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found your passion yet, keep looking. Don't settle. 3. Facing death. The third story was about mortality. Jobs shared how a cancer diagnosis forced him to confront his own mortality. Although he initially overcame the disease, the experience profoundly shaped his perspective on life. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart, he said. Jobs urged the audience to live authentically and avoid being trapped by dogma, which he defined as living with the results of other people's thinking. His message was a call to courage. Make decisions that reflect your values and dreams, because life is too short to live someone else's life. 4. Timeless lessons. Steve Jobs' speech was not just about his own experiences, it was a blueprint for how to navigate life with resilience and purpose. Here are the 3 key lessons. Trust the process. Even if the path ahead seems uncertain, have faith that the dots will connect in hindsight. Follow your passion, pursue what you love, and don't settle until you find it. Live authentically. Remember that life is finite. Make choices that align with your values and aspirations. 5. Call to action. Steve Jobs concluded his speech with a simple yet profound piece of advice. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. These words urge us to remain curious, embrace challenges, and never lose the drive to learn and grow. As we reflect on his words, let's remember that life is an unpredictable journey. There will be setbacks and uncertainties, but resilience, passion, and authenticity can guide us through. So, go forth and write your story with courage and determination. As Jobs demonstrated, the dots will connect, and your journey will become a masterpiece. Thank you.